Hello, my name's Renee. My videos here on A Mother's Wild Heart are about motherhood and mental health, but I end up talking about femininity in general, our place in the world, our voice in the world. I'm very inspired by many women and I often share about them. Today I'm going to focus on one thing that I've learned about parenting very recently. I said in a video earlier that I had done a lot of mistakes, and this is one thing I've heard from several sources now. That's why I think it adds up, and they are trustworthy sources. I'll try to put it in my words, without getting tangled, without getting carried away, so that you can follow. So this is a mistake I've done. The scenario is my daughter has a tantrum. Maybe she doesn't have many, but she does have them, mostly at Kmart. When we have to go and I'm asking her to put something away, it's not even that she wants to have the item. She just doesn't want to stop playing. It's not that she wants to take it home. She actually doesn't take it home. She just wants to put it away in her timing, not when mommy says we're going. So I've given her the 5 minutes heads up, the 3 minute heads up, the 1 minute heads up. And then I want to empower her to put it back, and she just says no. So I gently intervene, take the thing from her, take her hands, and shift her focus to what we're doing next, and that's not good. So this is when Noelle cries and cries and cries. So she lays herself on the floor. She doesn't hit or pound. It's just like she has no skeleton in her body. She plops down, and I have sat beside her peacefully for a really long time. But what I have said in the past was, this makes mommy really sad. This makes mommy sad when you cry like that. It makes me sad when you cause a scene in the supermarket. It makes me sad. I don't like it when people have to jump over you or move their trolley around you because you're blocking the path. So I focused away from her onto how her behavior affects me or other people, that they are inconvenienced by her tantrum and that I am embarrassed. So that's what I've often said. My thought behind that was, I don't want her going through life thinking that the world revolves around her and that she can go through life expressing her emotions no matter what, and people have to deal with it, the destruction afterwards. That's what I wanted to avoid. And then I heard this teaching from a beautiful philosopher who I admire the philosophy of her teaching. She said, by doing that, we are creating codependency. And I was like, oh, those are definitely one of the things I don't want to create. So she said, if we tell our children about their big emotions, that they're not, because if we shift away from them onto us, we're saying, your emotions are not important, my emotions are more important. And that's what this does. This little being does not need to hear. For them in that moment, they can't deal with what has just happened. They need support in their emotional stability and capacity. At the moment, they have a meltdown because they don't know, my emotion is so big, I don't know what to do with it. That's what a tantrum is. And if we say, you make me this, I'm sad because you're crying, we are creating a codependency where the children learn, oh, when I do this, mommy feels that. So I am responsible for mommy's happiness, and that creates an unhealthy soul-tie connection, which we don't want. It's very hard to break that in the future. So I was quite shaken. I was like, but hang on, I really do want her to know what she's done wrong impacts me. And I was quickly shifted into this different scenario where this is appropriate. So we have, in her little play kitchen, I bought some china cups, china plates. A lot of them have broken, and it makes me so sad. I think one she's broken on purpose, others she's broken accidentally on the kitchen tiles, but I've told her, play in your room where there's carpet. Don't bring your tea set out into the kitchen. But she's so cute. While I'm cooking, she's like, cup of tea. And then as I'm reaching out, she might let go and thinks she turns away and lets go, and it falls on the floor. It's happened a few times. And I knew it wasn't on purpose, but I knew that she disobeyed by taking it out of her kitchen area in her bedroom. And I said, Noelle, if you want to give me a cup of tea, ask me to come to your kitchen. I'm gladly going to be your guest. But when those things happen, it's more appropriate to be like, this makes mommy so sad. You broke something that was precious. Look, mommy sad. Because she will also go, ha 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 ha, which is like this fake laugh. It's okay, right, mommy? So do tell her, it's not the end of the world. but it was precious. It wasn't great grandma's china. It was from the op shop, and we can get some more. But I do say that I want you to value valuable things. This was precious, and now it's broken, and there will be no more for a little while because all of it is in the bin now. So I say that to her, and that's when I can say, what has happened impacts me. It was more like a mistake. It was a carelessness on her part that's different to her emotions and how she feels. So even when that breaks, I can ask her, how do you feel about that? And she can share to me, and I can validate that. But if I want her to stop the tantrum because it's uncomfortable for me, it's not fair on her that I, as the adult, expect from her to get it all together when she doesn't know how to, just so I can feel more comfortable and have a better appearance in public or just for myself. Often it's ourselves who we want to impress a lot. So I have to let go of that completely. And for me, I learned these two things. So sometimes this is appropriate when they've done a mistake, but other times when they are unable to express how they feel, and the screaming and the crying and the throwing of things, that is when they need to be held and said, I'm here for you. I can imagine that you're feeling a little bit wobbly right now. I will hug you for a little while, and it's going to be better so soon. And then we'll talk about it. Take some deep breaths. It's so cute. We're practicing deep breathing. So I encourage her to take deep, deep breaths. And she's gotten through her tantrum so much easier with a technique called sportscasting. I think I made another video about that before, where I just say, I can see that you want to stay at Kmart, but do you know what? We can go in the car park and look where the sun is. It seems like the sun's going down. That means we need to go home for our fun evening routine. Dinner, bath, story time, tickle time, calling grandma in Germany time, So she's like, what? Okay, I'm going to head into all of this fun. So she completely gets distracted. And I'm not distracting her just for the sake of ignoring what she's felt. But I am painting a bigger picture that what she wanted in that moment is so momentarily. Big picture, her life is blessed. Big picture, there's beauty. Big picture, there's adventure. And it just shifts the atmosphere. And I often ask her to apologize for creating a lot of noise. And then she says, no crying. And it's so cute. Like, she just understands that she had this emotion that she wanted to express. And I'm just helping her to put more words to it. I'm saying, I didn't want to leave. You don't want to leave Kmart. But we already had a lot of time here. And we can come back to Kmart. So it's always painting the bigger picture rather than stop crying, we're going now. Painting the picture, exploring with her what she feels, what she desires. She desires to be there again, so we can create a picture, a narrative of we will come here again. Or we can create a narrative of let's pick a present for somebody. Takes the focus off of them. She gets so excited to pick presents for others. Yeah, I could go on and on, but I better call it a moment here. In my next video, I'm going to speak about marriage. Wish me luck.